Hey guys, my name is Julian. I am one of the TLCs here at CAMI, and today I'm going to show you how you can review student work, spot progress across your class, and give feedback to students while they still have time to actually use the feedback. We're going to be looking at Class View, which brings all of your student work together in one space. Instead of having to go through each document individually, you are going to have a nice space that you can see everything at once and then dip into each individual student as you see fit. And so here is Class View. This is where all of my students are for this particular assignment. And you can see right away that I am able to monitor the progress of my students. I'm able to see the different ways that they actually submitted their answers. And that's sort of the first bit that I want to get into. We're going to talk about feedback, but I just want to point out the various ways that Book Creator allows students to submit their answers, right? So if I'm going with a sentence frame route, you can see here that Andrew chose to complete the sentence frame instead of the open-ended question. So if I'm the teacher, I can put these sentence frames in here and the students can utilize the text box to complete those sentence frames and then complete the narrative that way if they're having trouble coming up with the answers or the thoughts on their own. Right, if I go back here, I can see students, some of them chose to answer this open-ended. Maybe they don't need those sentence frames. They took the prompt and the ball started rolling and they started typing it in. So when it comes to responding to written questions, they have various ways to do that. They can even record their voice in an audio file. So if you have, whether it's an IEP accommodation or whether a student just uses that option that you give them, they can record their voice and submit their answer that way, right? And so these are really, really universal ways that students can complete those tasks. We also can see that part 2 of this assignment was to draw a picture of a planet. And so we have some various ways that students can do that as well. You might have your artistic students that love to just draw using the native marker tools that we have in the Book Creator drawing space, which is amazing. You might have a student that uses our autodraw tool, which allows students to draw a basic version of a planet or of any image that they're looking to put in here, and then they will get a more refined version of it as an option. You'll see a different planet that was given to a student using autodraw as well. So if the students don't have those artistic skills, they can certainly still participate in that artistic activity using autodraw. And then lastly, my favorite, our AI image generator, right? If they have a thought to bring to life that goes past what autodraw can do, they can use our AI image generator that lives in our app smashing section here and bring their ideas to life here as well. And so past the various ways that students can complete their work, I want to talk about the ways that you can give feedback to those students. The first way I want to talk about is just a one-way, feedback that is just giving a comment to a student based on their work. And I'm going to go back to Andrew here, and you'll notice this little cloud or thought bubble in the corner here is going to be where I can post comments. And this comment is going to be specifically for that page. So I can leave this comment for Andrew, very creative writing. I love that you chose something we all know and love. I'd love to see you try it without the sentence frames, encouraging them to grow, right? And so that one-way feedback is one way that you can use this comment dialog box, but it's not the only way. Students can actually interact with you in that comment section as well, right? If I switch over to Sena here, she can actually prompt me. She's saying, I can't think of anything exciting here, right? One exciting thing happened is blank and she's stuck. So we can start a dialogue in that comment section. I can give her some ideas of things that might push things along in terms of what she might want to think. And now she's going to continue with the assignment. And so before, you might read that response, give some feedback, turn it back into the student the next day, and maybe they revise and resubmit. With Book Creator, you can jump in and give some intervention to that student before they actually go and turn it in. What if it's a revision, right? What if the student completed the work, but they just didn't quite do everything that we asked, right? We can see in the dialog box, I, as the teacher, jumped in and I said, instead of just saying space looks pretty cool, can you describe the colors and shapes you see out your window to help me picture it? Write a new response in red. Wiley checked in with me to see what I think about that new response, and then I was able to respond. And so whether it's that one-way feedback of just letting the student know, hey, great job, hey, change this, or it's that two-way feedback where the student is asking questions or you're prompting the student to make some changes, the comment section of the book creator assignment is a great place to interact with your students. And so hopefully, as you guys get back into the swing of school, you head over to our Book Creator Discover library and see what other templates exist in there that you might be able to leverage class view, but you can always bring in your own files as well. Hope you have a great school year.